Hi there, Dr. Taylor with Aspire Chiropractic. Today, I want to talk to you about sciatica. Now, first things first, sciatica, it's a low back issue. I've had people come in and say, Doc, my sciatica's flaring up. Okay, where are you feeling it? Right here. Not sciatica. Doc, my sciatica's acting up. Okay, where are you feeling it? Right between my shoulder blades. Not quite. So, anatomy. L1, 2, 3, 4, 5. S for sacrum. There's your pelvis, okay? So, the sciatic nerve comes out of, let's see here, L4, L5, and S1, like that, okay? There's another group of nerves, sometimes mixed up with sciatica issues, called the femoral nerve. Femoral nerve is made up of L2, L3, L4. I think I might have got those off by one. So, the femoral nerve stops at the knee, more or less. You know, everybody's different. Sciatic nerve goes all the way down to the foot. So, Doc, my sciatica is acting up. Okay, where are you feeling it? Right here. Okay, we're in the general region. Cool, we're in the low back. But typically not sciatica. Sciatica is a diagnosis that has a set of symptoms that need to be met. Primary of which is going to be numbness, tingling, or burning all the way down the leg. If it's not all the way down the leg, it's not sciatica. It doesn't mean your sciatica is not involved. It just means that's not the diagnosis. Now, everyone, I don't want to say loves, but needs. Everyone needs a diagnosis. They need to know that there's a name with what they're feeling, that there's an issue. Now, Dr. Taylor has an issue with diagnosis. Not in that he's not good at it, false, he's great at it. It's the issue of how things are diagnosed. Diagnosis, again, it's an art and a science at the same time. But sometimes people come in, hey, I'm here for a second opinion because my MD says I have lumbago. 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 Lumbago, lum means lumbar, bago means pain. What is that diagnosis? The diagnosis is low back pain. That tells me nothing. It tells me you got pain in your low back. That could be due to anything. Did you get punched in the low back? Cool, you got lumbago now. Do you have a subluxation in the low back? Yeah, you got lumbago now. Okay, what's the real issue? Do we have a bone that's out of place, that's not moving properly? Is that bone causing muscle spasms? Or more importantly, is that bone pinching on a nerve? And where's that nerve go? Does that nerve go down to the leg? Does it stop at the knee? Are we looking here? Or, if we're getting really into it, if we look at our low back, bones specifically, I go like this. So, there's a bone, show that there, and here's a bone. Now we're getting really in depth here. This is what the joints in your low back look like. There's a set of joints right here called the facets. And what happens? Those things can get out of whack too, just like any other joint, just like your elbow can get messed up or your hand or your wrist can get messed up. That can get messed up, and when that happens, causes inflammation. What happens with inflammation? Swelling. What happens when there's swelling? Well, those nerves come out there. There's a space that they're in. Swelling is going to take up that space. Okay, so if we've got swelling going on here, if we've got swelling going on right here or right here because of a bone out of place or an irritated facet joint in the low back, that's going to affect the nerve. That's going to go down the leg. Might go past the knee, might not. Could cause things, Doc, my leg feels weak. Feel like my hip's going to give out. Feel like my knee's going to give out. Will you check my knee? Certainly. We're also going to check your low back. We're going to see if it's sciatica. We're going to see if it's a subluxation. We're going to see if it's an issue with your femoral nerve. Heck, we're going to see if it's an issue with a muscle called your piriformis. That thing gets real irritated all the time. Piriformis can cause sciatica-like symptoms and cause a misdiagnosis of sciatica, when in all reality, it's piriformis syndrome, because that piriformis actually crosses over the top of that sciatic nerve. So if that muscle gets super tight and pinches that nerve, we're going to have sciatica. No, we're not. So again, Dr. Taylor's got an issue with diagnosis. There's the 10,000-foot diagnosis, lumbago. There's a 5,000-foot diagnosis, sciatica. Okay, cool. It might be. There's the appropriate diagnosis, Facet syndrome, piriformis syndrome, subluxation, bone out of place, pinching a nerve. Again, sciatica is a symptom. Lumbago is a symptom. This numbness and tingling, this weakness, they're symptoms. Symptoms of something wrong. As a chiropractor, my job is to figure out what is this something wrong. I don't treat symptoms, I treat issues. So here, at Aspire Chiropractic, we're ready to help you when you're ready to be your best. Naturally.